Good afternoon, everyone. It's Monday, March the 30th, and this is Maya Tate, Mayor, District of Sooke. I wish to begin today by acknowledging that we are on the territory of the Sauk Nation. I'm here today with gratitude. So we have moved my desk a little bit closer, so maybe you can see me a little better, and I'm not just a voice in the room. I would like to begin today by thanking all of our frontline workers and essential workers, and to all of you for following the necessary provincial health orders. I do wish to also give a big shout out and gratitude to all of our store employees, to all of the cashiers, the staff stocking shelves, the cleaners, the delivery drivers. Did you ever think that you would become an essential worker when you applied for the job at one of our local grocery stores? This is a very busy time for all of you, and you are taking a health risk by going into work daily so that we may all find the essential items that we need. So thank you so much for all the work that you're doing. I also wish to acknowledge all the delivery drivers. This is a lonelier time than usual, given that so many restaurants and cafes are closed, but I just want to know that we really appreciate your service and all that you're doing. To all of our students, teachers, educators, and parents, this week has you transitioning to a learn from home model. We wish you the very best as you navigate what works in your household. Good luck and best wishes to all of you. So this afternoon, I wish to give you a bit of a summary of the week and then an update on where we are today and what may lie ahead for us. So my first announcement came back on March the 16th. This was my very first webcast in this forum, and this is when we suspended council meetings for 1 month and also closed Municipal Hall to the public. On that day, 103 persons had tested positive for COVID-19 in the province. March 23rd, that number increased to 472, and as of this past Saturday, we were at 884. I was advised that, however, a positive is that 45% of those who are confirmed to have contracted the disease, 396 people have now recovered. All residents are urged to continue isolating and distancing, as Dr. Bonnie Henry has warned us that a severe outbreak is still possible if we don't follow the advice from health officials. Some changes this past week. You may know that backyard burning and any land clearing burning is now prohibited. This was announced by the province on March 26 and includes the area from Greater Victoria out to Port Renfrew. The provincial news release that came out from the Ministry of Environment and Climate Change Strategy in collaboration with provincial public health partners have issued the restrictions. There is an interactive map available on the provincial website, and in part they went on to say that as cases of novel coronavirus in BC continue to increase, the BC Centre for Disease Control recommends implementing measures that help to reduce excess air pollution in populated airsheds across the province. There is strong evidence that exposure to air pollution increases susceptibility to respiratory viral infections by decreasing immune function. So what this means is that deterioration in air quality may lead to more infections. Deterioration may also lead to more severe cases, and improvements to air quality may help protect the entire population from COVID-19 and its potential severe effects. So if you go onto the provincial website, you'll see more of that detail available there. We also closed in all of our playgrounds and a few of our parks. And this past week, we also received direction from the province on procedural changes to the Local Government Act on how we may conduct necessary business in our current situation. For those of you using BC Transit, you'll note that it's rear door loading only, except for accessibility needs. There is no fare collection at this time, and there has been a significant decrease in ridership, up to 70% on some routes. So service has been scaled down accordingly. It's important, though, if you rely on transit to get to where you need to go, that you please let us know if you're passed up or if you find that the bus is not providing the service that you need. For the District of Sooke, we're all doing our part here. Our staff continue to find new ways to improve on service delivery to our residents while supporting one another and their families. I'm very proud of our organization and very grateful for our CAO, Norm McInnes, who is guiding our operations in a calm and thoughtful manner. I feel that his approach is serving us well and will guide us through these extraordinary times and prepare us for what lies ahead. On our website, sooke.ca, you'll find that there is a specific COVID-19 webpage. It's called COVID-19 Need to Know, and you'll find it in the middle of our homepage. So some district business to share with you. District bylaw officers have been stepped up with a stronger presence in the business community to monitor social distancing and safe practices. I'm happy to report that local businesses are going above and beyond, and we have much appreciation for those businesses who are taking action to keep both their residents and employees safe, while still being able to keep their doors open and provide necessary service. Thank you so much for being proactive and compliant in your practices. Grocery stores have taken measures to allow residents in while maintaining social distances. We were advised that there is enough space in grocery stores to allow more than 50 residents in to shop safely, and that such is not considered a gathering if the store is big enough and if shoppers respect social distancing while in the store. This is why we all need to do our part. The province has also recommended that grocery stores do not accept reusable bags for sanitary reasons at this time. The district has also created a business resource page, which is available from the home page or also off a link of the COVID-19 page. And this contains resources for small businesses to help them through this time. And it also lists off local businesses that are open in Sooke, noting special hours and delivery options. This is continually being updated as new information comes available. For park closures, a reminder that Whiffen Spit, Ed McGregor, and the Marine Boardwalk are all closed. Please also note that the Sooke Bluffs Park and the skate park operated by Sea Park through the Capital Regional District will also be closed. Unfortunately, the sign at the skate park was vandalized, and we did also have extensive vandalism in Ed McGregor Park. Both of these have been reported to the RCMP. While our bylaw enforcement officers have the ability to enforce provincial orders, please note that our approach has always been to inform and educate. And in fact, since incorporation, we've issued half a dozen tickets, one every 3 years or so in the time we've been incorporated. We intend to work in that manner, to work with you with kindness and respect. In terms of social gathering, if you notice a non-compliant large social gathering, please contact the RCMP's non-emergency line, 250-642-5241. If it's after hours, the calls will be routed to a police call taker, and the RCMP will determine the appropriate response. A reminder that backyard burning is prohibited, including land clearing. We did receive a number of burning complaints, and if you do smell or see something, please contact our fire department. For food bank support, we're very grateful to how our local food bank has evolved through these challenging times. The province has announced emergency funding to help with food banks and to keep up with the surge in demand. Food Banks BC will distribute funds to food banks province-wide to help buy and distribute food and cover costs. Please support our local food bank society, which does welcome cash donations at canadahelps.org, for which donors will be issued a tax receipt. BC 211 Seniors Helpline. On March 26, the province announced a province-wide expansion of 211 services as part of a new initiative called Safe Seniors, Strong Communities. So across the province, seniors can now dial 211 to request volunteer help with grocery shopping, meal prep, prescription pickup, or a friendly check-in. For those of you who are interested in volunteering, please call 211 as well. School District 62 is working on setting up childcare for those workers deemed essential by the province. An online forum is available on SD62's website, which is sd62.bc.ca. Please review the information and register as an essential worker if you are a frontline worker in healthcare, first responder, law enforcement, food and agricultural service provider, etc. There is a full list on the website. The Victoria Foundation has launched the Rapid Relief Fund. This is a coalition of business and generous partners who have joined together to create a fund to quickly disperse funds to registered charities and qualified donees across the region. As of today, they've raised over $2.6 million with a goal of $3 million. Donations can be made through the Victoria Foundation's website with matching funds put forward by local businesses. For special council meetings, the intent here is to use this tool to only pass emergency and time-restricted decisions related to finance only. There's no motivation to pass anything that leaves our residents out of the loop with no ability to provide necessary insight or input. At 7 o'clock, you'll have heard, likely, that many residents in Sooke are jumping in and celebrating healthcare workers and frontline workers by banging pots and pans and singing at 7 o'clock. It's wonderful to see such local support and positive messaging as residents come together in gratitude. We also have local musicians singing and playing instruments as well. So what does the week look ahead like? We'll be monitoring the provincial updates and responding as needed, and there may potentially be the closures of other outdoor gathering spaces, but we'll see how that goes. As for members of council, our councillors are continuing work with external appointments that are meeting online. They're reviewing materials and planning ahead. Our council was very proactive early on in setting policy that supports emergency operations, such as fire and rescue, as well as the Emergency Operations Center. And that proactive policy is serving us well at this time. While we did set up a new procedural bylaw that would enable us to meet remotely, it's important to us that we hear from you, and that's why we've been waiting for provincial legislation on how we may proceed in a matter that you expect from us. For advocacy and awareness, there's been many announcements from the federal and provincial government on benefits for individuals, families, and small businesses. Please let us know how this process is working for you. Are the instructions clear? Are you receiving the benefit that was announced? Are the sites user-friendly and clear to navigate? How is it all working out for you? Please let us know so that we can then take your feedback and provide that back to either the provincial or the federal government. And as for myself, I've been busy with scheduled teleconference meetings with the province as well as the federal government through the work of the Federation of Canadian Municipalities. In particular, there's been weekly calls with members that represent the Rural Forum Committee of the FCM. My primary health care working service group also met over Zoom. The focus was on COVID-19 and the impact on local resources, and we will be meeting again within a month's time. It was refreshing to hear that challenges in Sooke are similar to challenges elsewhere, and that's when we're all working together, we can get the results that we need. I've also been learning new technology and finding time for self-care. I feel it's very important for me to remain firmly between the lines of cool and calm. We're all in this together, and when we work together, we are stronger together. So on that night, I would like to close by asking you to keep healthy, to be kind, and to wash your hands. Thank you so much for listening in today.